Good evening, everyone. I'm Glenn Bickham. This is the Coursera Introduction to Music Production course, Week 2. Here I'm going to show you how to install a software instrument in FL Studio 11. I'm going to do that, and then we're going to program this at MIDI, and then we're going to quantize it. So here we go. The first thing you need is a beat, so let's see what we've got here. Nothing too fancy, just a little beat there. I'm on pattern 1, so the first thing I want to do is create a new pattern. So I'm going to right click here, left click, sorry, and I am going to find the first empty. It'll ask me what I want to call it. I'm just going to hit enter because pattern 2 is fine with me. And here we go, we've got the pieces. So the first thing we need to do is add an instrument. So we'll go to channels, add one, and I'm going to choose Ogun as my instrument of choice. Now Ogun comes up as symbols, but we can go through the presets and find what we like. I like the digital bass sound, so I can do that. I was clicking on it with a mouse, but as you can see, you've also got typing piano to piano keyboard, and I can do that with my keyboard. I've also got my count in set. You need to make sure that's done. You need to make sure that you're on song, and we're basically ready to record here. We're recording on pattern 2 so that we don't put it inside pattern 1 and then have a little bit of a more difficult time editing that way. We hit record and it asks us what type we want to record, so we'll say automation and score so we can get some MIDI, and when I'm ready I press play, and this will be very simple just as a demonstration. So here we go. So I got a really simple beat there. I'm going to turn off record now, and I'm going to double click on the pattern. It'll bring me to the piano roll. I'm going to control mouse wheel down to bring me all the way out, and it looks pretty close this time, not too bad. So I'm going to control A. It'll select everything. I'm a bit ahead of the beat, but yeah, we will go to tools and go to quantize, and this will bring up a thing that shows me all the 16ths. I've got it set default to 16ths. So I just say accept and see where it puts it, and then I listen to my wonderful creation. I'm on song, so I press play. Now, as I'm not a musician, my timing is very off, so I'll have to manually adjust these to make it sound good, but you get the idea of quantizing. So I will control right click to zoom, and I'll right click again to make sure that I don't unclick everything. Now it's just a point of manually dragging to the points where I actually want everything to be, and you can also shrink the notes if you like to make them just a little bit more like longer or shorter, however you like the duration of the notes, to make it sound just a little bit better. And this section here, I'm going to actually control left click, highlight it, and move it all at once, just because I think that that's how it wants to be. This G4 is very likely going to have to come over, but let's listen to how this sounds now. Let's go back to the beginning. Drag this over here. Yeah, so definitely need to bring this one over, maybe lengthen it so that it sounds a little bit better. So let's do that and see how it sounds. Maybe you want to put another note in there, and this is the point. This is where the piano roll sort of shines. You can throw that in there, and so that's good. I'm not a musician, so for me to actually do that on the keyboard is actually very cumbersome. So I prefer to program in the piano roll. But this lesson actually taught me that you can use the keyboard to get a melody down or something, an idea down, and then you can play with it in FL Studio. So you've got your two patterns again. To record, you want to make sure that your count 3, 2, 1 is on. You want to make sure that your keyboard is enabled as a keyboard. You want to make sure that it's on song. You hit record, select automation and score, and then press play, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching, and any feedback in the comments is definitely welcome.